Okay, so welcome to our team call. I'm excited about this call. I feel like we have a lot of exciting things that are going on within our team. I'm super fired up. I have already said that, but just coming back from Summit, I'm still fired up. I'm still just like brainstorming and thinking of things that we'll be able to do within our team. Our team's growing. I know you guys are sharing and you guys are inviting and you guys are getting people involved, which is going to grow your team and you're going to see results. And we're just going to keep adding like rock stars to our team, which is why this is so flipping fun. So thank you all for just like all you're doing and inviting and sharing and supporting each other in our team page, whether it's with our personal posts or within our team page, because that just helps keep us all going. And it's just like our fitness. It's just like our challenge groups. It's like we have to, like Jessica Servi went live today, on our team page talking about success partners, because it's so crucial. Like it doesn't have to be necessarily one person that you work with, but just it could be someone from another team. It could be someone within our team. And I think it helps so much with just interacting and getting feedback and brainstorming with other coaches. Even like I did a coach with Lindsay Gray's top leader a little bit ago. When I got home from work on the way home, I talked to her and we just kind of brainstormed because we were both at Summit and we're excited and we're running. We are running with our business. We're running with our goals and we are taking you guys with us. Whoever's running, whoever wants to go, we're trying to figure out what to do because it's like always a trial and error, work in progress, just kind of learn as you go, see what works. And right now what we're doing is working, but really the basic thing that we're doing is working. Like we're doing our power hours, we're sharing, we're posting, we're doing the vital behaviors, and that's all this is. And you could talk about trainings and you can talk about how, some of these coaches have like all these new coach trainings and the new coach goes from this training to this push to emerald to this push to diamond. And I don't know. I just think it gets a little overwhelming. And I know I've got some of that feedback from you guys too as well. So I want to do some of those groups, but I also just want to kind of just stick together and stay connected and do simple things that are going to keep us together as a team. So that's why I posted that thing last night of 32 invites. And really that's not hard. It seems like a lot maybe. But with a whole week, you have, or I guess 8 days technically, until the end of the month, you've got 8 days to break it down, to do the invites and make it more manageable so that you're not feeling stressed or overwhelmed. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about that. We talked a little about goals when we did some one-on-one calls, when I've been doing some one-on-one calls with you guys. And the goals are huge. You need to have weekly goals. Of course, we have daily goals, which is our power hour. That's what we do each day. And I feel like you guys are pretty much nailing that part of it. What I want to do next month, and I shared this with a few of you, but I want to do a Go for No challenge starting August 1st. And I'll post more about this, but it's going to be simple. There's 100 squares on the Go for No. That means you're going to talk to 100 people for the month of August. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not, because you're talking to people every single day. You might be talking to a coworker, and then I might be talking to a patient at work, but then I've sent 2 messages that day. And then I texted a girl that I talked to, and like maybe you do something through email or you talk to somebody at church. Like if you're sharing about this and posting and doing all these things, you're talking to more people than you realize. And so this isn't hard. And I love the Go for No because it's the simplest way to track and keep track of your people, and you save it. So August starts out with, hey, Jenna, there you are. August starts out with, the people like you, start out with like filling up your Go for No. And Linda, do you have a Go for No handy? Right there. Linda will show you guys, just so you know. I know most of you know, but just so everybody can see. And if you go to the files section in our team page, Fitastically Fearless, if you go to the files section, that form is in there. You just print it off and you have it. Okay, so it's super easy. Literally, it's like a graph thing. Like it's just 100 squares. And what you're going to do is you're going to write a name, like you maybe you're going to invite someone. Maybe you have 5 people in your head right now that you want to invite. You're going to write their names down. That doesn't mean you're going to invite them today. Doesn't mean you're going to invite them tomorrow, but it means that they're on your mind and you're going to invite them this month. And maybe you want to go back to last month and you want to write down people's names that you talked to. Then you write down their names that you talked to, and then you just start to like collaborate this big list of people. And basically it's your master tracker list on one tracking system. And you don't lose track of people that way, because then next month, or I mean like September, you're going to be able to go back to August, go for no, all the people that said no, because if the people say no, you're going to write a big fat red N on their name. And that's just basically saying like, they said no, not, which means not right now. It doesn't mean no forever. It just means not right now. So you're going to follow up with them most likely next month. And I always like finish with that. Like sometimes, can I check back with you next month? Like no problem, no biggie, but can I check back with you next month? So then their name goes to September. And maybe I can go live about this to kind of elaborate more on it. But it's super simple. And then I highlight their name if they say yes. If they say yes and they buy a challenge pack, which my goal is 5 challenge packs a month. If I talk to 100 people, I can almost guarantee, not for sure, but I can almost guarantee that you will hit Success Club. You will for sure hit Success Club. If you talk to that many people and you're persistent and you follow up with them and you keep in contact with them, you'll hit Success Club. Whether it's 5 or 10, I don't know. But the object is to go for the no, because the more no's you get, the more yeses you get. So, so it's supposed to be kind of like you're going to get rejected. You're going to get objection after objection, but you're going to also be able to keep everybody in one thing. In one.
My pillows right now before I swat your butt.
Oh. Yes is on. It's okay. Poor thing. Okay. So, trying to like take care of 3 kids and do a team call and everything. So props to her for making it on this call all the time. Okay. So that's that. That's for the go for no. If you guys have questions about it, reach out to me. But August, I want to just come together. I haven't figured out exactly how we're going to come together and keep accountability for that sheet and what we're going to do, but we're going to figure something out. Whether I put you all in a Facebook messenger thing in a group, and we just kind of like literally just like keep in touch and talk about it. And each day, maybe say what we did and how many squares we got and how many invites we got or whatever. It's just accountability, just like our fitness groups. It's so important just to stay connected and just to keep talking to people. I know that when I step away from the business, even for a couple days, I feel out of touch. I feel like it's harder to get back in. I just feel sort of unorganized. Okay, so that's that as far as the go for no. And that kind of branches off of what we're doing with that list of 32. That's why I did that, because it kind of is similar, and we just can hold each other accountable to get those invites out. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about goals. Honey, go out because I'll be done in a minute, okay? Go with daddy. I'm on my call. Shut the door, please. So again, write your goals down. We talk about this. It's so important. You've got it. There's my naked son. You've got to have goals wrote down, because if you don't, and here's what I want you to do, and I'm going to shut this door just a second. Guys, leave mama alone for a little bit, okay? I'll never know why I didn't put a lock on that door when we put that in. Okay. Okay. So goals, this is what I want you to think about. This is what I was going to say at the end of the call, but I want you to think about it now, and I want you to write this down. It's like a little mini assignment. So I want you to, and we talked a little bit about this in our one-on-one calls, but I want you to think of a goal you want to achieve. A goal you want to achieve maybe this week, because it's Monday, and we have goals this week. We have thoughts. We want to grow our business. We're going to, maybe you're thinking about going live and sharing part of your story, or maybe you're thinking about doing a post that you are sort of scared to do, but you know you need to do it because people are going to connect with you. And I can't talk about that enough, because I am still getting messages about my anxiety and how I let that out and how I've talked about it, because it was in January, which I can't believe it's been that long ago. But, you know, I shared about it. I went live about it. I did all these things and try to share bits and connect with people. That's not why I shared it, but I have had so many people connect with me, even just like the other day when I shared a little bit. I shared a couple posts about it. And when I went live, I kind of sort of shared a little bit about it. And I'm still getting messages of people saying like, it looks like you have it all together, but it's good to know that you really don't, or whatever. They say it in a nice way, but it's nice to know that you struggle, and they don't mean it in like a negative thing. They're just saying like, it's nice to know that you struggle and that you've overcome it, or that you have found ways to control and manage it and whatever. So that's part of your brand, and you guys have to continuously think about what you can share and what you can be relatable about. And that doesn't come with just 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, because I'm on my 3rd year and I'm almost to hit my 3rd year mark, and I'm still sharing and unfolding and figuring out me. Because we never fully figure out. I mean, we think we do, we figure out ourselves, and then guess what? Like some life throws something at us and we need to dive into personal development, or we need to do whatever to change and to grow and to kind of adapt to the situation that was thrown to us. So you're not like, your brand is just continuously unfolding, but you've got to figure out the things that you like and the things that say you, whoever you are, you guys need to be like portraying that and sharing that and letting people in on what it is. So back to your goal. So whether or not you're going to go live this week because you need to eat that frog and just do it. And I promise if you go live this week, even for 2 or 3 minutes, and you're just like, hey, here's what I'm doing right now. Like you don't have to talk about the program you're doing, but just talk about your struggles, talk about your success, talk about, how you've fallen off, whatever you want to talk about, or something else that you're good at, or just a crazy night at your house and this is what you're doing. It's just fun. And if you want people to see the real you, there's no other way for them to see you than in like real life, like no editing, no nothing. So just make that on your to-do list at some point, whether it's this week. That's not what I'm saying. You don't have to do it this week, but I challenge you to do it in the next like month. So anyways, maybe that's your goal. Or maybe, this month you're like, I want to make $500. So how you have to have an emotional attachment. There's got to be a reason why you want to make $500, because it's going to help pay for this, or it's going to help whatever it is. But there has to be an emotional attachment to that goal, because that's the only way you're going to do the work to get to that. And you guys can all do the work to get, I know you guys can get there, whatever it is your goal is, but I want you to write it down. And I want you to think about, and maybe there's a couple of goals, because, we have daily goals, we have weekly goals, we have monthly goals. And then maybe at the end of the year, you want to have completed or done this, or hit this rank or whatever. And maybe you love recognition. And so you're like, I want to go, I want to be a diamond coach because whatever, I just want to be a diamond coach. And so whatever it is, write that down. And I want you to think about why you want that and what it's going to do for you. And that's going to help you. That's going to push you to do your stuff each day. And like I shared last week, like my goals are loud and clear. Like I try to make them known. And I know I never forget them. Now, whether or not I always do the things each day that are going to get me there, sometimes I'm human and I don't always do all the things I could have done. But that's just life, and that's what you got to do. But your goal has to be big enough to drive you to just go for it. And we can do it together, and you guys are already working to get there. So I want you guys just think about that. We can talk about that later. I might kind of check in with you guys about that and what it is and kind of why you're wanting it. And like I said, you're already working towards that goal. You just maybe don't feel it. Maybe you don't realize it, but you guys are, every single one of you are doing that. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about messaging, because we kind of talked about this in the team page yesterday, and I know we could go on and on about messaging, and it's hard to draw a line where, okay, am I being too pushy? Am I being too pressuring? I don't want to blast people, but do I say beach body? Do I say that word? Or do I, like today we were talking and Jessica's like, I know, but sometimes I feel like it's misleading because I invite them to my group, then they realize that there's something to buy. So then they're kind of like, okay, like now there's something to buy. And like, she's like, I almost feel like I'm like misleading them. But all I can say about that, and we talked about this, and I feel like even if you said beach body at the beginning of your message, and you first of all, don't overthink this. Don't overthink it. It's super simple. The reason we overthink it is because we don't get a yes every single day. We don't. We don't always get a yes. I send out a freaking ton of messages and I don't get a yes every single day. I might get a yes, like to, I want to be in your challenge group, but I already have T25 and whatever. And, I'm not getting a purchase that day. So I might be getting 1 or 2 yeses a week maybe. And like I said, one might just be they want to buy Beachbody on demand, which I'm thrilled with if they just want on demand. And I know you guys are too. But the bottom line is if you overthink what you're doing, it'll add negativity, it'll add self-doubt, and it will keep you from doing like what you're doing, which is offering them something amazing. Offering them something that's going to change their life, because as not salesy as we want to be, think about the stuff. This is what I told Jess today. I'm like, think about the stuff that these people buy that you're talking to. What do they buy? They go on Amazon and they buy something. They watch TV and they buy something. They go here and someone talks them into buying whatever. And they buy crap all the time. So what's the difference? And we're offering something more. I guarantee you that the people that they're buying something from, those people aren't checking in with them. Like if they buy something off Amazon, are they getting any kind of accountability with it? Are they getting like a person that's going to like walk them through and do all these things and help them like each step of the way? No. So when you question, and yes, sometimes you need to look at your messages and sometimes you do need to evaluate, like, am I saying the right things or am I whatever? And that's normal because you do want to be able to come from a good place. But like, we're all genuine. We all want these people in our group. We're all here because we like fitness and we want to change lives, and our lives have been changed. So you have to just know in your heart that you're doing it the right way and that you're not being salesy. So I can't say, and what I want to do really quick, if this works, and next week I want to do a live power hour. That's what we're going to do next week together on our team call. But right now I'm going to see if you can hear this. So I'm huge on voice messaging. I think it's amazing. I love it. I think, you guys know it. I use it all the time, but I like it with my customers because I feel like it's such a good way to connect with them on a personal level, because there's no other better way for them to gain your trust and hear your enthusiasm and hear your energy by sending them a voice clip like, hey, how are you? I just wanted to check in with you or whatever. So here's a customer that bought a challenge pack last night. Okay. I want to give you a little just background on her. So she liked my stuff. I reached out to her like, thank you so much. I appreciate your support on my page. Like, whatever. It means so much kind of thing. How are you? Would you currently be interested in doing a workout or what are you doing for workouts or whatever? Like I always say, and like I always tell you guys, that's exactly what I said. She says, okay, I'll just read what I said. Hey girl, how are you? Thank you for liking my post from this morning. I appreciate the support so much. I hope you were having a good summer. That's it. I didn't even invite her. And then she responds with, your drive is inspirational. I'm down 21 pounds. I look forward to your posts. They keep me going. So keep up the good work and keep motivating people like me because it's working. Okay. I've never talked to this girl before. I know who she is. Don't know her. We have mutual friends. I would know her if I saw her, but that's about it. And I said, oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that my posts help. That's my goal. Sounds like you are kicking butt. Keep it up. What are you doing to lose weight? She says, high protein, low carb, salt and sugar, mixed with some very uncoordinated cardio, LOL. I know who to hit up though when I hit my plateau. I said, heck yes, we just started a new group and I would love to have you with us. It's a lot of fun and we just share our struggles and sweaty selfies every day. It's a no judgment zone and there's so much support. I think you would really like it. I can give you more info if you want. She says, I'm only about 5 weeks in, so let me figure some things out and I might reach out to you. I know my personal goal and I want to see what I can do on my own first. So that was on June 19th. So Thursday, I said, hey girl, how are you? I just wanted to check in with you to see how things were going. I have a new group that just started and I think you would love the positivity and the fun we have keeping each other accountable. And I didn't know if you had any interest at this time. No pressure. I just wanted to see how you are doing. So she says, hey, send me a little more info when you have a second, please and thanks. And the only reason I'm sending you this, showing you this, is because I want you guys to know that you're not doing it wrong and that it's just super simple and you're just talking to people. You're just excited about what you're doing, you're sharing it, and you're just talking to them and asking the questions that need to be asked in order to get them to jump. So I'm going to see if you can hopefully hear, let me know, nod Linda, nod at me if you can hear this, because I'm going to play. So then I just started voice messaging her. When she said, send me a little more info when you have a second, please and thanks. I just started voice messaging her, and I sent her 4 clips, and I'm just going to play them so you guys just can hear what I say, but I'm hoping that this will work. Tell me if it does.
Hey girl, how are you? Okay, I just wanted to message you like this because it's easier than typing it out. So basically, what I would recommend, and I don't know, we can talk about the options, but if you, like, it depends on whether or not you would want to go off of a DVD, because all of our programs are, at-home programs. So, and they're 30 minutes-ish, 25 to 30 minutes, just depending on the program. But I don't know if you'd rather work out from a DVD or if you would be okay with streaming the workouts, because if you do the streaming, you get every single program they've ever created, like ever launched, every program in its full entire length. And then it comes with all of the meal plans and everything, like so much stuff to access with the on-demand.
Okay, so that was the first clip.
And it's actually cheaper than like buying the DVD package. And again, you get every single program. It's like over like 3,000 like different workouts. And anyways, it's $99 just to let you know, for a whole entire year. And so you can stream it from any device, anywhere you have Wi-Fi. So you can do like a smart TV. I use my Amazon Fire Stick. You can do a laptop. You could do your phone. You can access it anywhere as long as you have the internet or data. So that's my recommendation. As far as the group goes, so we basically just share each day. So we recommend posting each day, just like showing up with like an after selfie, like workout picture. And then like posting your food and kind of just like interacting with the group, because you'll get so much more out of the group if you interact and just like are present. And then we just share struggles and tips and recipes and just anything to stay motivated and on track. And what I would recommend as far as the Beachbody On Demand goes, if that would be the route you would want to go, that's what most everybody's doing now, unless your internet service is poor, like, or is not a great, if you don't get a great connection. That's the only negative thing about the on demand, the only reason I wouldn't recommend it. But pretty much everybody's getting that. And then I would help you pick a program. And it's nice because you have such a variety. You don't have to pick one program like you do with a DVD. You get like everything to try. And so I would have you kind of mess around with it and see what you might like. And then we would maybe try to have you focus on one program that interests you. Because I find that if I focus on one program and do it like it says to do it and follow, the meal plan and that sort of thing, and I would help you with all of that, I feel like the results are a little bit better, and then you don't get as distracted with trying to do so many different programs.
Can you guys still hear it? Is it okay? Okay, one more.
And then most of us in the group drink Shakeology. It's not a requirement, but I do recommend it in this month only. If you buy the on-demand, so the $99 package, for $61 more, you get a full month supply of Shakeology. And Shakeology per bag is $130 a month. So this is like a steal because you get it for $61 for the whole entire bag, which is like over half off. So that's what most people are getting, just because it's the biggest like bang for your buck. And then you get to try Shakeology at a huge discount that way. And it's not something you have to stick with as far as the Shakeology goes. You would have your year of your on demand with the workouts, and then I would just keep you in my group. So I normally start a new group every single month, and I would just keep you with us. And it just is like a fit family. Like we bring on new people, and it's just fun, positive energy in the group. And I think you'd really like it. So let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, so then I even pretty much told her, like, I just broke it down. Like everything she would pretty much need to know, I told her. Whether or not she wanted to know all that information, I don't know. I didn't question it. I just know that I'm a detailed person, and I want to know all the details, and I want to know what I'm getting and how much it is and blah, blah, blah. And the thing of it is like I said before, if they're scared of the price and the price is going to scare them away, they're going to be scared about the price no matter when you introduce it. The initial time, so whether it's the first message or the third message, and I don't recommend just flat out saying it on the first message, but I'm just saying, like, if you say it on the third message and it scares them, okay, well, it was going to scare them anyways. And maybe next month they're going to be interested. And it takes some people a little time to wrap their brain around it. So I hope that helps you. So then I just came back with, hey girl, did that make sense? Because I saw that she had read it. So I'm just following up with her. I'm asking her if it made sense. I'm kind of wanting to know, or, what'd you think? And she says, yes, it did. Thanks for the info. Let me think about it this weekend and I'll get back to you. The Shakeology deal is just for the month of July, ? Because honestly, I don't even know. I think that it ends this month. I thought it was going to go back up to $199. I haven't heard for sure. I know they said it was only going to go till August, and I assume that's August 1st. I need to check on that. But as far as I know, they're not keeping it at $160. I might be wrong, but that was the initial idea. So I said, yes, just July as far as I know. And like I said, my new group started Monday, so you could jump right in with us. And she's like, okay, I'll get back to you. So she didn't respond. Like, we didn't talk for a couple days. Okay, that was Friday. Now Sunday, I decide, hey, I'm going to send her a couple videos of some workouts from YouTube that I think might interest her, because videos are worth like 1,000 words. So I said, okay, I just want to send you a few options so you can see some of the things you would get if you went with the on-demand. So I sent her the PiYo. I'm like, there's PiYo, and it's really popular and low impact. I sent her hardcore, 22-minute hardcore. I said, there's the 22-minute workout that is really fun too. And I sent her 21-day fix. And I said, and there's the very popular 21-day fix. Let me know what you think. There are lots more options. I just wanted to send you a few. So I send her those 3 videos. She comes back with, okay, you sold me, LOL. Hook me up with the demand and the Shakeology deal. Can I meet with you sometime to go over everything? So then I said, yes, of course, like whatever. Do you want to get your order placed tonight so that your stuff can get on its way? And then we'll meet this week. And, she said yes. And then I talked her through the walkout or the order process. So I felt like that was a good one to take you guys through. Now, they don't always go that great and smooth, okay? It doesn't go that quick a lot of times, which really that wasn't that quick because I started talking to her back in June. I thanked her for liking my post, and that's just how it develops, and that's just one conversation, and not all conversations are going to go the same, and I don't second guess it. Whatever comes out of my mouth and whatever I'm feeling like sharing, I just share, and I talk to them. And yes, I share similar things with probably everybody, but just don't overthink it. That's like my biggest advice, is just embrace where you are right now. Try to get better with conversations. Not that you're bad, but just like like I said, there's always a place to we're trying to get better and we're trying to figure out what will help, but really you're helping them. You're reaching out with open arms. Here's what I have. You're sharing on Facebook. They're seeing your journey, and that's all you can do. And just continuously talk to people and be persistent and, consistent with following up and figuring out, what it is you need to do. Of course, adding to your Facebook, and then the posts, your constant workout posts, vulnerable posts, and just family posts and anything are the one, that's what's going to get people, the new people that don't know you, that you're adding on Facebook every day. Those people are going to see your post, and that's how they're going to start to like your posts and see your life. And then that's how you're going to be able to reach out to them. Because the easiest way I have found to form them is to thank them for liking my stuff, because it is they're liking it. They must support you. And that's the easiest way I know how to do it. Cause like I've said before, I'm not a BSer, and I have a hard time just being like, hey, how are you? I love the pictures of this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's not me really. I'm not saying I haven't done it, cause I've tried it. I think I've made a few connections that way, but I don't love doing that. I feel like it is what it is. I feel like I'm putting enough out there that I'm getting enough people to see it, and I'm reaching enough new people. So just don't get down on yourself, because this takes time. It takes time for people to see that you're serious about this, and that you're consistent, and that you are living this lifestyle, and that you're excited about what you're doing. So don't feel like I said, how many messages do we send and how many no's do we get? A lot. And that's normal, because it takes people a while to come around, because when they buy this, they can't hold it in their hand. They have to work hard for it. And they don't want to do that a lot of times. And they, just get frustrated, and then we get frustrated, but we have to just hang in there. And I promise, if you just keep talking, keep sharing, and keep up with the people that, like they say, keep about 15 to 20 people in your circle. And by circle, I mean always constantly talking, depending on your goals. Like I'm probably talking to more like 30, I don't know, people at a time. But then when a couple of those say no, guess what you're doing? You're adding new people to that circle. And when a couple of those people maybe join you eventually, you're adding new people to your circle. So it's always staying the same or growing. Okay. So the other thing, so that's that about messaging. I hope that helps. I hope that little thing, me talking you guys through that, just kind of helps you explain how I do it. And you don't always have to voice message, because I don't always do that. But this business will burn you out on messaging with your fingers. And I get tired of it because I work at a fast pace. I feel like I'm trying to multitask and do all these things at once. And so talking, I just feel like I can get it out better that way and quicker. And just like I said, I think they connect better and they realize, oh, wow, like, you know, she is taking the time. She's a real person. Like she wants to help me, you know, and it just helps you gain their trust, which it should, because you are taking time out of your day to help them. So basically, thinking back to your goals that you're going to have, that you have for this week or today or whatever it is, and your goals are going to change. The same goals you have right now aren't going to be the same goals you have in December. It's just the way it is. My goals, I went to Summit and my goals changed. It's just sometimes where you are, and I hope that I can help you guys. Like I said the other day on my live video, when I forgot to hit the record button on the call last week, I said it's hard to transpose like what I learned at Summit and how I feel. I can't give you guys what I'm feeling right now, even though I'm exhausted and tired and I feel like whipped today. But I hope that I can share with you guys and use some of my energy to help you guys get to your goals. And that's why I want you guys to be open. And I know you are open with me, but we'll do one-on-one stuff and we can share our goals together and we can grow as a team together and we can reach goals. Cause like I've always said, I want you guys to be able to reach your goals as much as I want, you know, me to be able to reach some of my goals. So part of my goals is helping you guys hit your goals. Okay. So that's really all I had to say. You know, the actions that you do are going to be a total reflection of whether the actions you do today and the actions you do this week and all the things that you do to build your business are going to be a reflection of, you know, where you are in your business in 6 months. So that's why the vital behaviors and all that and personal development, like I can't stress it enough. I let it go. I thought it wasn't important because I have a hard time sitting down and just like reading. I really do. I find that I'm just like so stinking like high strung that I don't want to take the time to sit for 15 minutes because there's a million things I could be doing. But personal development is huge. If you want to hit goals and you have things that you want to, or maybe you have something you're struggling with in your business or in your life, sometimes reading 2 different books, and I don't mean doubling the amount of work because we want to work smarter, not harder, but like even if you can read a couple pages out of a book that you find personally helpful for where you are in your life, and then a couple pages out of a business book that drives you to help you to see, you know, that the opportunity in network marketing or the opportunity to be your own entrepreneur or whatever it is. So right now I'm sort of in between a couple books, but I would like to team up, and I have that maybe for August. We can think about that, and I can branch more out on that about teaming up with your success partner to read a book that you're both reading. And I know some of you guys might be finishing up like GoPro or whatever it was we had you order for the Emerging Emerald group, and that's okay. That's fine. That's a great book. I know sometimes they can be just a hair boring, but hopefully you guys, I would just read until you get something from it that day, until it soaks in and you feel like it did something for you. And then, you know, maybe don't overwhelm yourself with personal development, but just keep it in your life. Try to keep it in every single day. As your business won't grow without it. I promise you. Cause I just, like I said, last week on my video and on the call, I just had like a kind of a rough time before I went to Summit, and I just like needed something. And, you just sometimes can't do it on your own, and you sometimes can't get out of your own funk. Okay. So the last thing I want to say is I want to talk about Team Cup. So I've talked to a couple of you guys about Team Cup. Basically, Team Cup is Beachbody. Like it's across the board. It's just, they do it like 3 or 4 times a year. They have the Fall Classic. They have something else called something, I don't even know. But the Team Cup is where you take 5 people from your team, or another team. It doesn't matter. You can be on different teams. And you all sign up for the team cup. So I think within our team, we have enough for 5 and 5. I think we have enough for 2 teams with all the working coaches we have. As Aaron Sampson's working, he's doing a little work. He's creating his own challenge group. So kind of excited for him. I didn't have anything to do with that. I was hoping he would do that. And he went to Summit and I didn't even say a word about it. And he's doing his own, he's inviting, he's already got a few people from his challenge or a few people in his challenge group, and he's sharing all over the place and he's getting ready to start posting. So anyways, so he's going to be on it. He's going to be on one of our teams, whichever, doesn't matter. But anyway, basically, like I said, we'll do 5 and 5. They used to have where you could only have 1 diamond per team, which doesn't really matter. But now they're saying you can have 2 diamonds. So if Jamie's team, if they need an extra or we need an extra, we might be able to pull from from her team as well. But basically it's where you come together, you're doing the same exact thing we always do, sharing, posting, vital behaviors, your power hour every day. But you basically work together, you earn Success Club points and you get prizes. So like they do a tier 1 prize, which like last time it was like a Beachbody Bluetooth speaker, which was cool. And tier 2 was like, whatever, a tank top and you got the speaker. And then tier 3 is whatever, you get all 3 things. And then of course, if you're the winner of the team cup, Beachbody worldwide, you get to go to like a trip to like Italy or something. It's not Italy, but of course that's like a massive amount of points. So we're not necessarily shooting for that, but we are like, I think it's a good way to just get together as a team and sign up for it. And work together. And like I said, we can create a message group together, or we can just check in with each other or whatever. So I'm going to post about it because I'd like to get us signed up tonight. So if I'm going to post about it, and anybody who wants to be on a team cup team, please just like comment and I'll divvy up the teams. And I know Deanna was wanting to be on one because Jess talked to her. Are you guys good with joining it? Is everybody on here good with doing the team cup? Nod of heads. Okay, awesome. It's no different. It's nothing. It's just like they just call it the team cup because you just team up and work together to hit your goals for the month and basically all work together to hit Success Club, which we're doing anyway. But like I said, they just give you more prizes and make it a big deal throughout Beachbody. So I think like you have to have a captain of the team. So I'll sign up 5 of us, and then the other 5, we'll see if we have enough and we'll figure it out. And if we have a couple extras who want to do it, and like I said, we can team up with Jamie, or I've seen other girls post like, I need, some such and such needs a team cup play or needs a team to be on or whatever. So, okay. Did anybody have any questions? I don't want to keep you super long. I know I talked a little longer, but there was just some things I wanted to say. And right now I don't know about groups. I don't know if we're going to do another Emerald group or whatever. I don't know. I feel like what we're doing right now is working, and we're just doing a good job of staying connected and just doing the things that we need to do to help each other and to grow and to build our business. So right now it's working. But I'm in a brainstorm and just think, and I think the go for no thing will be really good. And then we'll kind of discuss maybe some, when we look at your goals and we figure out what we need to do, we'll still run a sneak peek. The first week of August, I want to do a sugar detox group. So that's the first week of August. It starts on the 31st, is a Monday. So just a recap, we do a clean eating group or a free group the first week of the month. Then the second week of the month, we do a coach sneak peek. I liked what we did last month. I really liked that group. I saved all that stuff. Since Jenna is more active now in our team, I might have her make us a short video on whatever, Beachbody and what it's done for her so far and why she joined as a coach. Because if she's adding people, I like you guys to be seen in our sneak peek, because if you're adding people to our sneak peek, I want you guys to be like involved, because they're looking to you to be their coach. So it just makes sense. So I saved all that stuff. I have that group. I'm going to put it into a document. So I kind of have something to follow, and we'll probably tweak it. I'll probably change a little bit here and there as we go. But so far I like how it went. And I think we had really good positive feedback with it. So that'll be the second Tuesday of the month. If you guys want to write that down, I'll try to come up with like a thing that like a calendar thing, because I know that's helpful. I didn't get a lot of feedback on when I was doing the calendar that had all the posts that I was kind of helping you guys with. And honestly, it takes a ton of time for me to create that calendar. And I feel like I would rather train you guys on promoting, and you guys know when to promote. You guys know that we have the clean eating group or the free group coming up. So guess what? You need to promote for it. And we have the sneak peek. And so you need to share about, what coaching's done and different nuggets, kind of dropping those about coaching. Same thing with your challenge group. We start a challenge group the third Monday of the month. We may change this schedule up a little bit eventually, but right now I feel like it's working and I'm good with it. So the 31st through the 4th is when we'll do the sugar detox. I don't have a clue. I was asking Danielle. I know she's going to watch the recording of this call. I asked her if she would help. I was going to maybe see if Linda would help a little bit, just with some ideas, nothing big. I could Hootsuite some of it, and I would just ask you guys to kind of fill in the gaps for the free group. It's not anything hard. It's just that I've never ran a sugar detox group, which isn't a big deal. I just had seen other coaches do it, and I think it's kind of intriguing because for 5 days, you're going to try to kick sugar, try to kick alcohol, try to kick whatever else that we do that we shouldn't put in our body. So that's going to be the 31st through the 4th, the sneak peek. I'm sorry, I said the second Tuesday of the month, but I liked the 3-day sneak peek, so we're going to stick with that. So that's going to be the 7th through the 9th, 3 days. That way we just I don't know. And I may ask a couple of you guys, like, can you go live about this topic on this day? Because I do like a little bit of live interaction. I don't think it's a big deal if we pre-record the videos. I really don't, because I know it's a pain in the ass to go live if you're working, and we all can't just go live at the drop of a hat. So but I do like a little bit if we can finagle a few live videos in there. I think it's nice. And then again, the third week of the month, which would actually be, it's kind of early. It would actually be the 14th. This August is kind of weird because the 14th is the third full week. The 21st is the fourth full week, but it's like August has 5 weeks in it, basically. So the 14th will start our new challenge group. So then you'll kind of change your posts, directed towards whatever you're promoting for. I know some of you guys, that's like a lot of repetitive stuff, but I just kind of wanted to breeze through that so that you know what's to come. I'm thinking about running my own. I haven't really put a ton of thought into this, but again, this goes with my brand, but I'm thinking about in September, because I need a little thought to put into this, but I'd like to run some sort of a managing anxiety group, just because I've had so much feedback and I've had just a lot of people reach out to me and say stuff. And I think I want to try that. I don't really know if I'd run it for a month. I might try to run it for a month versus just a week. So anyways, that's just some thoughts. So you guys can think about what free group you'd want to run. What do you want to do? You want to just do a squat challenge? Or we did that, I know, last month or whatever, the month before. So you don't want to maybe do that again, but just what is it? What do you want to run? Think about those things and just you guys just can take the bull by the horns too and run whatever group you're thinking. And if you have ideas, I'd love them, just because I run out of ideas and I'm over clean eating groups. I'm really over them. They're great. We need to focus on clean eating. And I think we need to run them once every quarter, maybe, but or twice or whatever, a few times a year, of course, but I just don't know. I feel like we need to add spice to it and think of different things. And even I got some of that feedback at Summit from Abby Jimenez, who's that's sort of her specialty, is cooking and eating clean and sharing about it. And she's an amazing cook. And she, that's one of the things she trained at Coach Camp. Can't think if Jess was there. Jess, were you there for that training? I think you were. Anyways, that was when Bridget went with us. And Abby's thing that she trained on was clean eating. And she's actually said they're not working. The clean eating groups just aren't working for me right now. So again, she's a super successful coach, and you got to figure out what's working. And if that's not working, I feel like my Facebook friends are burnt out on the clean eating topic. So that's why we find other ways to get them to get their attention. And then we still incorporate clean eating into most of our free groups, because obviously that's what we do. And that's what we, whatever I want to say, enforce or whatever in our groups. But we just got to find other ways to kind of reach people sometimes, other than just the same clean eating title that they're kind of, I'm sick of, and they probably are too. So do you guys have anything you need to ask? I know I ran through that quick, but I just wanted to get that out. Anything anybody has, questions?
Okay, so I was talking to Missy earlier, And she is on, she's in actually a 5-day group with Christina Sullins, who is our, like, pretty much almost top, like, upline above us. And she was just telling me a little bit about how it worked. Like, she was getting emails with checklists of, like, how to get motivated and how to get ready. And honestly, I'm like, that's what I want to do. Like, that's the next group I want to do. And I don't, like, I'm assuming since she's our upline, we can just use those emails, because Missy's like, yeah, I'll email you everything. And, you know.
That sounds great. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's, clean eating groups are great, but I do think that people get in them and they're like, holy crap, I can't do this. Because for me as a coach and, like, 2 years into this, it's hard for me to, like, want to follow a menu for 5 days.
Well, because life just doesn't allow, really for that all the time. Like, it doesn't allow for us to like as much as we say prep and do this, like, we know it's freaking hard to follow what we plan to do for the week. Like, I'm just barely hanging on eating clean. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, no, that's all I was going to say. Like, I kind of want to look into that, because I think, I think that would catch a lot of people's eyes. Like, do you want to make a healthy lifestyle change? Do you want to get on board with this, but you're just not there yet? Or you're feeling like, join us this week and learn how to get ready and how to, get motivated to make a change or whatever. And I'll never be able to say that again the same way I just now said it. So at least it's recorded, right?
Exactly. You'll be like, what video was it? What call did we do when I said that about the, no, I love it.
But he heard me say I was going to swap my son's butt. That's how we'll remember it.
That's right. That's right. And that's okay. That's okay. Cause you could have said a lot worse. You could have dropped the F-bomb and I would have been fine with it. I've been wanting to post, this is off the subject, but I've been wanting to post that, it's like terrible, but sometimes I feel like I still worry about offending people, because I'm thinking, how you're friends with, like, teachers that you went to, like, they were your teachers all through grade school, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, like, and I know it's so stupid, but anyways, there's this quote and it says, something about, I want to hang out with sweary moms. I don't want to hang out with, like, a mom who's scared to drop a well-placed F-bomb or something. And I just think that's the best, because I'm like, I don't say the F-bomb all the time, but I say it. Like, I like to say it maybe, like, I don't know, a couple times a week, a few times a week, like, I'm not counting. But anyway, I wanted to post that, but I'm like, why do I even hold back? Who cares? Like, it's an F word. Like, it's not the end of the world. But anyway, that's funny. Oh, shoot. If Danielle was on here, she'd probably tell me I should just post it, huh? But yeah, to branch off of what you said, Jess, I love that. And that's why, like, we need to bounce ideas, because I just feel sometimes like I've got, like, nothing. I'm, like, out of brain juice and ideas. And I love that. And the thing that sort of intimidates, and I shouldn't say intimidates me, but sometimes, like, most of the time, I don't have time, and we all don't have time, whereas Christina can come up with these great emails that look freaking awesome. And it doesn't have to be like that. Really, it doesn't. I mean, we could come up with our own system. It would be the same idea. It maybe wouldn't necessarily be by email, but somehow, and that's fine. Cause it doesn't have to be, and that's what, even like Christina Sullins doesn't even use her like page. And so I get sometimes hung up on, oh my gosh, I need to use my like page. And there's all these things that you can do better, but Christina Sullins built $1 million business without a like page. And I've said that before, but that's what Lindsay told me. She's like, so quit worrying about it, because Lindsay's not building her, she's not using her like page, and she's, a 6-figure earner. So that's why we need to make sure we keep it simple and not get overwhelmed. And that was my point to that, just to make it simple and, do what we do and just do it the best we can. And because that's the thing, is I can compare myself to Christina Sullins, because I know what kind of stuff she's throwing out, because she's been doing this for 10 years. But nobody else knows what Christina Sullins or other coaches who have a more, like, well format, so we just need to do us. But yeah, if we can get the emails and some of that stuff, that's great.
Well, she said they're PDF files, so I can literally upload them to our.
Okay. And I guess it doesn't really matter if it says, like, Christina Sullins. It probably does say something like that, but we can maybe edit that. It doesn't matter.
Edit it? How does that work?
I don't know. If it's like a picture document, we could probably crop it. I would say. And it's not a big deal. She's our team, she's our upline. So it doesn't matter. It's not like and she would like, if I messaged her, I think she would hand over and she'd be fine with it. Like handing over cause she wants stuff. Like that's what we're supposed to do is duplicate. She wants you to duplicate what she's doing. Like that's all this stuff is supposed to be duplicable so we can all use it. So anything else? But I like that, Jess, if you want to do and that anxiety thing I'm thinking about doing is just like something I could do. And I would welcome any of you guys to join me in that. But, I just thought that might be good, I don't even know, but just to use different, I might recommend a book that they could buy, and I might throw out some different things. I don't even know. So we could do that even, whatever. We could even run 2 groups in August if we're feeling real motivated. If we want to do the sugar detox and maybe the very last week, we could do the motivation one. I don't care. You guys can think about that. I don't want to, we don't want to get too many irons in the fire, and I think I decided to do the 3-day refresh group unless anybody has someone doing the 3-day refresh. I think I'm going to wait since we're doing shift shop. I know not all of us are doing shift shop, but I just don't want to do a 3-day refresh because I'm sort of dying the way it is on this meal plan. Cause I just can't do this no grain, no
kidding.
I don't think it's very
21-day fix meal. Because I fell off the wagon hard Saturday night, and I still am not totally back on. So I need to start fresh tomorrow. And
yeah, I agree.
And
I don't know.
Hasn't clean before, totally clean before, and he was doing it with me last week, and he was like, "I'm gonna die. I can't do this."
I know, and I felt so stupid when Abby messaged me, because Abby Jimenez messaged me, and she's like, I had posted that picture of my food on the first day. I was off that day. It was the day after we got back from New Orleans, and it was my eggs and my turkey bacon and avocado, and then I think I had a piece of toast with peanut butter. And she messaged me the next day, and this is funny because I would never do this. She's like, hey, I'm not trying to be rude or a know-it-all, but you're not supposed to have any kind of grains or bread on shift shop. Well, I'm an idiot. And I looked at the containers, but I didn't really, I'm thinking, okay, whatever, 21-day fix, this is about the same thing, right? No, it's no grains and no bread, and only spaghetti squash, some sweet potato, regular potato, refried beans, hummus. That's it on carbs and natural carbs from your fruit. That's all we're talking. And so I felt like an idiot because here I am posting it, which I don't really care, whatever. And I didn't even eat the whole piece of bread, and it's not like a piece of toast is going to freaking kill me or throw my results off. But anyways, it was just funny because I'm like, okay, see how much I really, because I'm sometimes it's a struggle. So anyway, I am adding some carbs. I'm just saying, I'm dying.
And if you would have told me, because Tabitha's you should do it. You should try this program. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I need to push myself. Yeah, I'll do it. And I'm telling you right now, if you would have told me that, I would have been like, no, I would have been throwing you to the F-bomb.
Exactly. It's funny. So anyways, yeah, I think it's okay. You just have to do what's best for you as far as the eating goes, and try to stay on track. And if something's too much to where you can't stick with it, then it's not worth it, in my opinion. So,
yeah. And really, honestly, we all know that if we eat clean and eat, unless you have a gluten or a wheat intolerance, as long as you're eating whole wheats and whole grains and you're not overdoing it, you're gonna see results. At least that's my experience for the last couple of years. So
well, and what's the I still don't understand the reasoning behind taking out grains and breads.
Are more processed. I mean, they are.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm sure you store fat, and I'm sure it's not but I'm just thinking lifestyle to manage that. That's not really, I don't know. I mean, I know there's a good reason for it, and I need to do it, but.
And I'm just throwing this out there because my dad mentioned this the other day. He said he read an article that if you soak potatoes in water, before you cook them, and I'm gonna have to ask him again. And he's like, I don't know. I didn't really research this past the article that I read, that it takes some of the starch out of them. If you soak it in cold water.
Ooh.
I'll have to do more research on it, back to you. Because he's like, if that's true.
That's awesome.
So, because it was his birthday. So we celebrated his birthday. And he's like, so I had mom soak the potatoes before she made them.
That's funny.
So I'm going to be researching this because I thought that was super interesting. And my
Yes.
dad is always like
Researching.
on the prowl like that. Yeah.
Yes.
So anyways.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys go. And if you have any questions, I'll post this recording so anyone else who missed it can see it. And if you guys have any questions, let me know, but we'll be in touch, and I'll post about the team cup. So I know you guys are in, so I'll get our teams, and then I'm going to have another captain to sign up like another team. And so I'll get with whoever on that. So we'll get it signed up. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm going to get my shower and I think call it a night. All right. Good to see you all. I'll see you later. Bye.